So I just listened to this one got it from music, and that's top five. I already said it in my music video, but that's top five. That shit's crazy. Molly's Perky's. I feel so invincible.
Thank you for calling.
To the actual thing I want to talk about, the underground, and not all the allegations and shit. Like that's a video of its own, honestly, if I really want to. But I actually want to talk about things about the underground, like the evolution, and not like the whole thing. I'm not here for that. Like, I know y'all not here for that neither. Not like the whole evolution of underground. I'm thinking like 2021 to now. I also want to talk about when the underground artists become mainstream. Like, what could we call that, underground or mainstream? Like, what makes them mainstream when they're underground? And how? And I also want to talk about too, how did the underground affect mainstream rap? So the first thing, evolution, right? Like, I'm assuming people who watch my videos are my age, so let's just say this right. In 2021, right, we got a lot of niggas. Mainly, it was mainly kids, honestly, in 2021, 2022. Yeah, Slum, Tana, Cash, Dami. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Out of those three I just said, I only listened to Cash, Dami back then. I know he's trash now. I know he sucks now, but back then, you know, Respirations. What was that one album called? I'm gonna put it on the screen. Like, that album was fire. That album was fire. I'm seeing like 2021. Most of them blew up off of TikTok, which is fine. Like I said, I will never get why people don't shame people for that. Like, at least now, I'm not gonna lie. I sound like a whole hypocrite, not saying like if you put on by fucking TikTok, that would. You weren't like that. I'm not gonna say act like I was that same nigga on the internet back then in 2021, 2022. If you listen to Yeet back then, like you're not a fan for it. And most of them are not. They like, if we're really being honest, like it has some truth because they only know that one song. They don't know the full song. So yeah, it's true, but it's really not. I won't shame no one for finding the song and then actually listening to the song, listen to their whole discography. Like I don't care for that. Yeah, but I'm just thinking how like in 2021 we had all these newer artists coming up. Most of them fell off. I was in the Goonie, all of them at the time, and like yeah, just them honestly. Like back then, I wasn't really big of a underground fan. Like I'm not saying I was listening to mainstream rap, but I wasn't really into the underground like that for real, as much as I am now. Never see looking at now like the newer talent with Netspin, Xavier Sobeys. My favorite, if y'all know me and my channel, Until Japan. It's just like it's crazy how it evolved. Not really, because they all still sound the same. Especially those two I just mentioned, not Netspin and Xavier Sobeys. Not Until Japan though. And Until Japan is definitely different. A lot of artists nowadays, if we're really being honest. If you know, you know. Now, I want to talk about what can we really call underground artists and put them in mainstream conversations, because what can we say a artist is underground or mainstream or became mainstream? I actually do want to talk about it because like it's very universal topic, because what you want to say like the other things, like what really is it? Is it because they have a deal, because they have the average monthly listeners than your normal underground artist? Is when they get a big co-sign / feature from an artist or any other celebrity? Like, what can we call an artist that's underground? Because I was talking with my brothers about this like literally like 2 days ago. I understand that some people don't want to be called that, but like most of your fan base are underground, so it's like you can't really not want to be called that. But like for some people, I understand why. Like Ken Carson and Disroyal Only is not becoming underground artists. Like that's stupid. They're not underground artists anymore. Like yes, they do their own thing, and yes, they're not really in the mainstream fucking talks and shit. They're not underground. Like that's just stupid to call them underground at this point, especially and Yeet too. That's fucking dumb. But the thing is about those two, right? I want to talk about Disroyal Only and Yeet. Okay, I'm talking about Yeet first. Yeet dropped 2093, right? And I like the album. I like the new flow he's going for. But some people did not like his newer shit. But the thing is, the people who were asked for the old shit are underground fans. So he still came towards his OG underground fans who, like I said, most likely still listen to underground music. He's not underground, obviously, but he listened to his underground fans. It's weird. Like you would I'm not saying to follow this is the new sound. I mean this the old shit and go straight to the new sound. But it's crazy in 2093 he didn't really had any songs like that. He followed ditched away because he listened to his underground fans. And the thing with Troy Lonely with Love Lasts Forever. It was new. It wasn't really the same thing he did like when he was in the underground. So now he's going back to the same route, bro. He's going back to the same route too because now he's doing mixtapes. The shit he did when he was in the underground. So you see where the two stand at. Even though I know they're kind of beefing, but the same two stands. I know they're mainstream, but the fact that they're still listening to their mainstream fan base. I mean. Underground fan base. Why the fuck I say mainstream? It's because you're dumb. That's just crazy. You know what's crazy is too? How much underground music affect the mainstream rap? Like we all know when he was coming up, a lot of niggas biting him. A lot of niggas were biting him, and it was so painfully obvious too. It's get to the point that it's embarrassing. Like y'all have no shame to blatantly copying the nigga. No, you can't say. Inspiration. No, you are literally copying his flow, and it just raised another question too. Like, how much the underground music affect mainstream rap? Like, I see, like, like I said with Yeet, and this makes me wonder who else will they like? What other artists will affect mainstream rap? Not Netspin though. Let's not get influenced by Netspin. That nigga's trash. Don't do that. Do not do that. I'm gonna bring him up again. Until Japan, it's not really like, I don't know if it's like really new to the mainstream, but in the underground, his music is so different, and that's why I like him so much. He's really different out of everyone. Like again, if you want to listen to his music, you can listen to Warhol and then Safe Travels. If you want, you can dabble a little, leaks, get your feet wet if you want to. I'm just saying, you don't like. I'm not gonna encourage it, but I'm just letting you know you can. And they sound so different, and just like he really has versatility for real. And actually, going back to my argument too with the going back to original flow, his newer song Escobar, it sounds like when he was in 2022 when he was making music back then. And a lot of people, I see people don't really like the song, but I personally like the song. Like, I think it's cool. Obviously, my favorite part was Until Japan. I'm actually glad that Euro got less than, probably less than 30 seconds on his verse. I'm actually glad because honestly, I don't really listen to the nigga, so a whole lot opposite with people I was talking about, like Strolling or Yeet. Yes, he's still underground, but if you listen to his songs, you wouldn't know that. Honestly, you think he'd be mainstream what the song he making. You know, I think and like I said, I think he's better than a lot of mainstream artists. Honestly, like that could be a hot take, but I don't care. Like yes, I said it. He's better than Lil Baby. He's better than yes, I said that. And then Gunna, nigga, like that. Like I said, if you listen to the music, you'll wonder why. But anyways, yeah, that's why I want to talk about the underground. Like, it's just really interesting to me. Like, those topics were in my head for so long, and I just had to put them in the video. It's really interesting. I want to ask y'all something if y'all comment. What do you think out of the 3 topics I talked about? What do you think your opinion is on 2 of them, on 3 of them? My fault. Yeah, what is y'all opinion? Because I actually genuinely want to know.
Thank you.